Go.
All right, so this is the summer 10K stacker. So we have our bottom tray that you would set up. So like this. That's square enough. So on this part we have two lug-ons, which we'll put on at the end. They have foam tape on the back. And this was designed to basically take out of the box. And you'll see that it's just going to rack open. It's one piece. I think in the rendering it was designed as two pieces. We're hoping this is a better solution if you guys agree. The person will have to come down and fold the flaps in on both sides here. Then they'll pick it up, put it in the box or in the tray, like that. Then when you put the cases in here, it's going to keep that straight. Then you have your lug-on, which I have to check if we placed it foam core or not. Somewhere here, I'd imagine it can't go higher than when the shoulders start popping out over the side. So it'd probably be that's the highest it would go. And the same on the other side. It'd be the same thing. Put it on there.
Sure. Overall, I like it. I think we want to make sure. I think you did price it as pillow cut foam core on those, so that'll be great. We want to make sure we have at least. I think you may have priced about a ½ inch or an inch on the foam tape, so that it gives it
sticks out a
little bit, which is what I ideally would like to do.
Yep.
No more than that. An inch at the max.
Yeah.
My only thought, and for the folks at Barrows, I have two other thoughts. One is that interior wall, how it, as you said, Mike, the cases will hold it in. I'm wondering if there's a way we can create it so that it stays in tight on the inside wall, and we'll video.
So we'll just add tape on that.
Yeah, I think I would prefer something just to keep it in place, because so far the assembly is immediate in the way you've set it up. It's so easy to assemble.
Yeah, and this is tape I have to grow because it's not thick enough.
Right.
So I think that goes back to add the thicker tape that's going to take up this.
Right.
Because it goes right in the center. So really it should probably be on the sides.
I think you're absolutely right.
And I should add 2 to here, probably 2 to here, and 2 to here just to stop the, well, yeah, and 2 to the sides.
Okay.
So I'll do that. That's just not sticking on there well. And then I'll add tape to the bottom flaps here. So what they'll do is when they put it in, they'll lift this up, they'll activate the tape, they'll press that down. How they do that on the inside here. You have these flaps. So when they're down there, they can actually activate the tape here. They can fold this under. They can press it against the side, right?
Okay.
And then press down.
Got it.
So it probably needs 2 pieces. Actually, I don't like here. Find a way to keep this from bowing in.
This right here is my concern. This bows in a little bit too much. So if we, I know what you're talking about with the cases, but I think I'd prefer for this not to do this.
Right.
I think overall the rest of the unit, like I said, it's pretty quick to assemble and easy and clean, and the mop tray on the floor keeps the water and everything off of it.
So maybe what I do is I keep this separate and have them just add that in the field with clips. You know, this is actually going to be a straight panel now, so it won't be scored at the middle. So what they can do is just, they'll rack that open, they'll set it in, they'll fold that flap over, which would, you know, it wouldn't have a score in it, so it wouldn't bow.
Right. That would eliminate the bowing for sure.
Yeah.
Although I like the cleanliness and the ease of this one,
Yeah,
the
it's
way
a
it
30-second setup, but I think the tweaking is just adding thicker tape, taking this score out of here.
I wonder if instead of adding clips, if we just have a flat panel here and then put some tape on the side, on the back side, and it just tape on the inside of this, along the wall here, along the strip, and it just
You
folds
can do
over
that
and
too.
tapes on, so you don't have clips sticking
Right.
out.
Okay, you can do that too.
Because the tape is not supporting anything, it's strictly just to hold that wall in place.
Right.
Folks at Barrows, Mike's, we're going to send this over to you in a little while, so when you get it and you have a chance, review, let us know thoughts on what we're talking about here. Like I said, overall, I think it looks pretty good. Seeing it live, it's, as you saw how quickly it assembled, it was nice and easy. My only thought is the size of the box. The exterior carton is about 71 inches long. The depth is great at only 2, and the width is only 24. So width and depth are great. The length is 71. So I know the original drawing had this thing as 2 pieces, top, bottom. But Mike put it together this way just to make it quick and easy to assemble, which I think he's accomplished. Do you want to talk about your thoughts on splitting it up?
So if we did do it in 2 pieces to make the carton smaller, what we would do is, again, we'd go back to this flap being separated because there would be too much thickness to fold this over onto itself. Because basically right now, you have a unit that folds like this. So what we would do is, well, Giovanni was thinking of here, as I'm talking out loud, I think we could put the double scores here and here, and we could fold the header down. You know, because you'd have that thickness, so we'd have wide double scores here and here. So this top flap would fold down, and you would save, what is that? 24 inches?
Yeah, whatever that height is right
24
there.
inches in your shipping.
How would that look though with the
I think you'd have
scores?
really big double scores here, which you're trading your freight costs with aesthetics.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be very visible because it's not just a score. It would be a big
Right, that's my concern.
fold over score.
Right. I'm almost tempted to go with it as is, simply because 2 of the 3 dimensions are actually very favorable. The longest one is 71, and you brought this in your car, you said?
In my car, yeah.
Okay. I know we've had displays that were bigger than this box, so I'm not, you know, ideally, a perfect world, if it was about that size shorter, I think it would be better, but because it's not.
Right.
But like to your point, we're losing the ease of assembly, and we'd lose the aesthetics if we were to go with what you just said.
Right.
So I'm honestly, for 2 reasons, I think I'm going to probably say let's stick with this.
And what I might add, if no one has a problem, like here, I'm seeing this, which, so let's fold it over.
Yeah, if you want to swing it around.
You know, I'm seeing the flap down there that I would add tape to the bottom tray.
Yes.
So
that it holds that in place.
So that holds it in place, but you want to get some pressure on there. So
Right.
see what I have to do up here to put the pressure on?
Right, and the score wants to naturally go in.
Yeah. So if I come down here, really, you would need really when you assembled it.
What if we added a bracket or a like a bracket going across the inside of that piece that has to be engaged.
That when you
Right in here, a bracket on the inside and the back side of this on the inside. So when you open it up, like a stiffener, you could just, and then it'll keep that straight.
I can do that. Can I put a hole in here just so you access your hand, a small hand hole?
Well, if this becomes a separate panel, which is
Oh, right,
you don't need to worry
before.
about that.
Yeah.
So you basically make this panel right here. You take that panel and you remove it from there, or maybe you attach it only on one side.
Right.
And keep it as a solid panel, and then you add tape on the back side of it on the inside. And then on the inside of the wall, put a stiffener so it flattens it out, engage the tape, put that in, and you're set.
Okay. So the changes I'm going to make on this in the next round are adding 1/2 inch foam tape to that, or 1 inch thick.
I would go 1 inch.
1 inch thick on 2, 4, 6 pieces per piece. I'm going to put foam tape on the bottom flaps. I'm going to just I'm just going to disconnect this.
Well, I don't think you need foam tape on the bottom flaps. You need Remo 1 or something, or just any, or some kind of tape. It doesn't need to be foam tape, does it?
It could be Remo.